Great, so we just put a picture onto that layer. We will lock that layer now, and we will work on the layer which is just above, picture on picture. So you just click on the name of the layer in order to highlight the layer and tell InDesign that you're working on that layer, and you must, of course, unlock the layer. And then, as you know, you will now bring the bear. So let's go into File Place and go fetch the PSD file, not the JPEG. We forget about the JPEG right now. We don't need it anymore. You will use the PSD file. So File Place, and then this is it. You have to click and drag in order to set the size while placing the picture onto the layout. And this is it. You have a polar bear with transparency on its edges. Nice. Of course, there are some things missing here. If you want to convince people that the bear is on the street, you must change the colors of the landscape and colors of the bear. And also, you must put something really important to make believe that the bear is in the street. What is it? Shadows, of course. Nice shadows. And we'll see how to do it in Photoshop, but not for this page layout course. We will do it for the illustration course with Photoshop. We have 5 courses together. And this is the first one, page layout, and then you will have some courses to learn. We will learn Adobe Illustrator, and we will learn illustration with Photoshop, and others we will learn I don't remember. A lot of things, interactivity in InDesign and Photoshop. So we will not draw the shadows under the bear right now, but the most important thing is that you are able to see that it is working. That was not an easy picture. It was not possible to use automated tools into Photoshop to remove the landscape, and you did it with just the brush tool. Okay, do you see the pictures clearly? If not, you go into View, Display Performance, and you ask for high quality display. Otherwise, if you are in typical display, this is it, not really good. But in View, Display Performance, high quality, it is quite better. You see the pictures in full definition with all of their crisp details. Great. Save the file, the InDesign file. I will save it under another name in the package folder that I gave to you. You have to save the file under another name, 69 this time. Great. And what we'll do right now is use that same bear on text into InDesign, and we will make text wrap with it in order to achieve that kind of effect. Text, or on another page we have a little bird. Yes. This page. So if you want to play with it, you have to unlock the image layer and the little bird on page 28. It is there. You are able to move it, and you will see that the text moves accordingly to the position of the picture. And that is text wrap. So that's a nice thing to do. In software as Microsoft Word, it's not easy to achieve such effects, but in InDesign it's really easy. Okay. Another thing you may try is this. You go onto the first page of the document, page 27, and you have to unlock the picture-on-picture layer. It is already unlocked in my computer here. I may lock the image layer, so I'm working only on the picture-on-picture layer, and then you have this little guy here. You are able to move it, of course. You see there's a strange effect here in InDesign. When it's outside of the page, it looks like that, and when some pixels are underneath, it blends like that. And you may do this, right-click and ask for Edit Original, and since it is a PSD file, it will open in Photoshop. Okay. And oh yes, it's interesting. Once again, right-click and ask for Edit Original. This is a different message about colors. The previous message was telling that there were no profile inside of the picture, and I assigned the standard RGB profile. And this message is a little bit different. It tells that the color profile that is inside of the picture do not match the color profile of Photoshop. When you see that message, one thing to do is to go for this, use the embedded profile. Okay, in the layers panel you see that there are adjustment layers. I'll remove the eyeball. This is the picture of the wolf. If you shift click on its mask, you see the original picture with the landscape. If you alt click on the mask, you see the mask that I drawn with the brush, just as you did for the bear, with different sizes of brush. Alt click, and there are adjustment layers. This one for bringing a little bit of contrast, this one for removing the greens on the wolf, because it was in the grass, and there are some green reflections on the wolf, so it has been removed with this adjustment layer. And the last one is a layer to colorize the wolf. Okay, if you double click on the right side of an adjustment layer, you see the properties panel coming, and you are able to change the settings like this. Okay, let's try it. File save. Just go back into InDesign. In the links panel, window links, it should tell me, yes, it does tell me that the file has been changed on the hard drive, and I update the file, and I should be able to see a blue wolf instead of a green one. That's it. Great.